That movie reminds me of real life. That's real to real. If you enjoy the video, hit the like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe.
Welcome to another episode of Real to Real, where I go over movies and TV shows and just share with you my opinions and thoughts about these shows and kind of just explain to you how they can relate to real life. So before you watch it, spoiler free of course, but before you watch it, I just think that these are a few things to keep in mind as you're watching it. Most of you guys know I like movies that make you feel something, movies that move you in a deep way, you know, make you think about your life and just being a human and, you know, just being alive. So today's movie, we're going to talk about Duel. And I really like this movie. I thought it's pretty good. It's like a dark comedy, right? One of the things that I want to start doing is adding in a little information about the movie, and as well as just like, you know, showing the reviews of the movies other than my thoughts and whatnot, right? So first, let's get into the trailer because I want you guys to see the movie trailer so you can see what I'm talking about, right? So let's get into it.
Hi, I'm currently dying, and I would like to schedule a consultation.
Sarah.
Hi there.
I'm sure you're familiar with the process. When you know you're going to die, you can have yourself cloned.
You have very clean skin. I like your shirt.
But life has thrown you a curveball. You're not dying anymore.
The duel to the death will be in approximately 1 year.
Wait, did you say duel to the death?
You can't have two of you walking around forever. That would be ridiculous.
Do you want to live?
Yes?
I don't believe you.
I may be a size smaller than you. I'm going to kill her.
A properly trained human body is a weapon.
You're pretending to be me while I'm still alive?
Even if I can't be with her, I don't want to be with you.
Always use the gun if it's an option.
I find guns to be boring and overused.
If it's the difference between life and death, it's okay to be boring.
Your mental tricks aren't going to work. Taking over my life was the plan, not stealing it. This is my life. She's not going to take it from me. What are my chances?
0. Nothing is ever absolutely certain, though this most certainly is.
I really value your friendship. I'll miss that when you die. Speaking of which, any updates?
So that's the trailer for the movie, and it's really good. The ending is amazing. I thought it was a really good ending. It like ends a little ambiguous, but it just leaves the ending is left up to the viewer basically, but it's really good. It's a dark comedy, and you know, from the trailer you can see that basically they live in a world where if you're dying you can build a duplicate of yourself. So if I knew I was dying, I could get another me, and then that when I die, that me would be left behind for my family. So technically it would be like I never actually died because there's another me that's left behind, right? But a few things that I got from this movie watching it, one of the things was it reminded me, or it made me think that, yo, you gotta go see the doctor. Try to see the doctor if you can, at least twice a year. If you're in poverty and you don't get Medicare or Medicaid or any type of insurance, then consider trying to save up at least $150, right? If you could save up $150, that should pay for a doctor's visit. If not, might be a little cheaper, but some places you can go and get a doctor's visit for $150, and they will, you know, check your blood and give you a physical look over. You can talk about what hurts, your muscles, and et cetera, and then the doctor might be able to help you. So if you can, try to go see the doctor at least twice a year, definitely want to get multiple opinions. In the trailer, you see where the doctor is like, this is absolute, right? So you want multiple opinions from multiple doctors, right? And a couple of things that it made me like really think of is like, we are our surroundings, right? So when you watch the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because if I died, right, and there was another me that was left behind to look after my kids and my family, that other me would still be technically me, I guess, because of the environment. The people around me would still be the same people. And you kind of are who you are surrounded by, the people around you, right? So, for example, let's say I didn't enjoy my life, right? I hated my life, and then I ended up killing myself. But I made another me and left that me behind, right? The me that I left behind would eventually end up killing himself as well, because I killed myself because I didn't like my life. In which case, my life would be the people that I'm surrounded by, right? And then if I made another me and I left him behind, that other me would still be surrounded by the people in my life that made me get to the point where I would want to kill myself. So wouldn't the other me just technically just want to kill himself because he would still be surrounded by the people? So I'm saying that to say that we are our surroundings, right? At a certain point in your life, you eventually become your surroundings, the people that you're surrounded by, the people you go around, the things you do, like where you hang out, what you do with your free time. You become that person. And this movie kind of like made me think about that. And then it also made me think about going through the motions of life, right? So when you watch it, it's like, it just reminds you that there are people who just go through the motions of life, like they're alive. So because they're alive, they just do stuff, like they get up, they go to work, they eat food, they come home, they go to sleep, they get up, they go to work, they eat food, they come home, they go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like their life is just like kind of like a trap. Like I remember something my aunt told me years ago when I was in jail as a young man, and my aunt came to visit me, and she said to me, don't rush to get out, because you could be free and still be locked up. And I never forgot those words, and they stuck with me all these years, right? So that was just something that I thought about in this movie. And then I thought about how death just means your end, but it's not the end, right? Because think about it, how the people are leaving behind somebody. So they live in a world where they figured out how you can duplicate yourself. So when you die, you can leave behind a you, right? Which means that, yeah, you died, your end has come, but the end for the whole race or for the other people is not yet there. So that's why you would build the extra you to leave that person behind, so that the other people could still have you until their end, right? In which case it's kind of strange, because then wouldn't the world just eventually end up populated with nothing but replicants? That's kind of weird. That's kind of strange, right? So watching the movie, it just made me think about a lot of just, it's a lot of different things. And like I said, how you are who you're surrounded by. It's a good movie. It's funny. Oh, now let's check out the things. Right, so the movie is, let's see here, about an hour, 34 minutes. It's good, R-rated. Like I said, it's funny. I think it's pretty funny. Some good actors in it. You can see the actors, right? It's a good movie. Oh, you can watch it on Apple TV or Amazon, either or. But this is it. It's a good movie. I suggest everybody watch it. I think you'll get a nice tingly feeling out of it. Like I said, if you just watch it with the understanding or the concept in your mind that, right, like, am I living my life to the fullest? Because the replicant comes and they kind of take over your life. So you have to wonder, like, did you live your life to the fullest? Are you living it to the fullest? Like, what are you really doing with your life? And then it makes you think about the people around you, how when you die, the people that are left behind are still here, right? And they have to keep on going. It was a really thought-provoking movie, at least to me. It made me think. So, and it was funny. So I was like, you know what, a real to real, because this is a movie that you can relate to it. Like it can be put into real life. Like it really makes you think about your life and what you're doing with your time and the people around you, how you interact with the people around you, and how just being a better you could essentially make the people around you better, right? Make them more happier, because it's still technically you, but it's not you. And then again, remember, when the replicate is made, they're not really you, because you have to teach them how to be you. So technically they could be anybody that they want to be. And then it becomes, well, that could actually be you, because the replicate is supposed to be you. It's just something to think about. Like, it makes you think, because then you have to consider, all right, well, now who am I being? Am I being the best version of me? Because all of us have an idea of who we are in our minds. And I guess in this movie, that's what it made me think about. You're basically creating another you for when you die. But technically, you could kind of make another you to see who you could be. Watch the movie. It's funny. It's good. And with that being said, thanks for watching another episode of Real to Real. Let's all remember, man, we all out here trying to do the same thing. Just be happy and survive. Y'all stay blessed.